For the last time this season, the Arkansas Razorbacks are gathering on Sunday night to discuss the plan for the upcoming week.
Ray,
sir.
Nice to see you.
Yes, sir.
How you feel? You good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
As the Hogs sit at 4-7, with a bowl game no longer attainable, their final matchup of the season will be this Friday against LSU.
Gotta believe this week. Believe on 3. 1, 2, 3. Believe.
I say why uniform red with the
As y'all know, we have a short week. We've got to get our butts prepared. We've got to get ready to go. We're going to get on to LSU as quickly as we can. We have Thanksgiving. There are a lot of things going on this week, and a lot of things, football crammed into it.
Not only is the week unusual with the game on Friday, it will also be the last time the seniors put on their Razorback uniforms. And for that reason, they are given the responsibility of choosing the colors for their final college game.
Seniors, what would you like to go out in? And I'll listen to all of you what you'd like to wear. Hey, maybe you want to go out in all white. Make the dang guys from LSU wear purple. They don't like wearing purple. All right, but anyway, give that some thought. All you seniors, give it some thought. Stop in, see me, and cast your vote. All right, let's go get this dang thing buried. Let's get on to LSU.
When the season began months ago, there wasn't a senior on this team who would have predicted an ending like this. A preseason top 10 ranking, the best quarterback in the SEC, 2 Heisman Trophy candidates, and the hope of a national championship. But after an injury early in the season to their star quarterback and an unexpected string of losses, all that is left now is one opportunity to prove what could have been.
Sicken me that. Show me what you have. Jog through it now. Push your depth.
Come on, let's play. Let's go. Hit. Here we go. Right. Bring it. There you go.
Get out of the break. Go, go, go. Get in that window. Quick tuck.
Push foot, right? Never cross your feet. Let's go.
Definitely in my position, you kind of want to go out on top. 5 years of work's gone in here, and now you're down to a few days. So I'm going to prepare hard, work hard, and try to show out one more time out there in the field and take in every bit of it.
Here we go. Downhill right there. Good. Perfect. Now, out of 11s, or it can be out of 21 with the fullback, right? Okay, you guys look out behind you. Here we go. Let's go.
In all our years past, we've always had a bowl game to look forward to. We've always spent Thanksgiving and Christmas together, but now we know for sure that, there's not going to be an extension of our season. We really just have to enjoy the time we have together, and we have to savor every moment.
Wider, right? Because they're going to come over with you, right? And he's dogging right there, right? Okay, there you go, right there.
It's the last time they get to put on our Razorback uni and walk into that stadium, so hopefully we can send them out the right way. And so we're going to appeal to everybody on this football team to go play for those guys and send them out the way they should.
That's good. There we go. Good. Nice job. Here we go. Go on the other eye. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Tight. Nice and tight. They're going to run the ball. You got to be tight. Time stepping. Here we go. Tight turn. Go, go, go. Sprint the ball. Sprint it. Go, go, go. Don't stride. Sprint. All right, here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Set. Hit. Here we go. Here we go. Bring your feet. Bring your feet. There you go. Right there. Good.
There's 23 seniors, and they've been through a lot. They've endured a lot. They've had a tremendous amount of success. They took us to our first ever BCS Bowl appearance. So this group of seniors have really been really rock solid in building our program, and I think they've contributed a great deal for helping us install the program we want to be now and moving forward.
I want you to know something. It would be said about my career at Michigan. It was a flop. I underplayed my own expectations. My head coach would have probably told me you overplayed your physical limitations. My point to you is there is no such thing as a flop that takes a field for our football team. Just so you know, proud of those men. How freaking easy it would have been to say it's their night. How easy. Excuse my language. Spectacular group of men. You go find them, you throw your arms around them, you give them a big kiss on the mouth if you're a girl. Wow, what a game! Ah, are you kidding me? When Odell Beckham was going up, I felt like a bowler at the bowling lane. Anyways, questions.
I can't tell you how many questions we have. Does it get any better? Does it get any better?
I love seeing it. I love seeing him in that way.
Let's just put it on a reel for an hour and a half and just let it keep re-airing.
That's what they've done on YouTube. It's just click.
It just click over and over and over again. You know, I will say this, though, and coaches, you guys know this as well as anybody. You get into those ball games against a team that you're supposed to beat, that maybe you're more talented than, and it's close late, and your team could go one way or the other. And that's what he's talking about with the flopping. Coach Malzahn, the team responded late when they needed to and found ways to win.
Yeah, he was probably dealing with a lot of pressure there. You're exactly right. You know, playing Ole Miss, team you should win, and it was a dogfight, and they found a way to win. And he probably just had some extra emotion built up there. And you know, the thing about him, he's very unique, but he's a very good football coach. And sometimes that people get focused in on that side of him, but does a great job on the field.
Well, the reality is you see why his players will play for him. Because he talks about he loves them. There's no flop that ever takes the field for his team and that group of kids, and they found a way to come back and win. And I think that's the reality is you're going to have bad days sometimes. But you go out and find a way to win. It's not a success. I mean, it is a success in that regard. And he's behind his kids. That's the biggest thing to me.
Hey, and as a writer, oh man, I love it.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Is that good copy or what?
Well, and the thing is, like on Twitter, you hear from fans all the time, like, man, you football writers, you're so in love with Les Miles. Yeah,
the Mad Hatter.
There wasn't any coach speak in that press conference. So no, it's just you can't make it up. It's just.
How would you respond to him?
You know what, as a player, I remember talking to him at the SEC Media Days in Birmingham before the season started. And, when I talked to the players, I understood totally their attitude towards their coach. I know why they love Les Miles. I mean, he's a guy that is bought into them. They've bought into him, and he loves them. Good, bad, or indifferent. Problems off the field, he takes you in, he loves you, and those guys will die for him on the field. But you know what? Just on a different note, hats off to Ole Miss. Hats off to Hugh Freeze and Bo Wallace and the whole bunch down there. I mean, the job that they've done this season is really admirable.
Coach Hugh Freeze, one of your closest colleagues.
Yeah, I'm very proud of Hugh and what he took over. Took over Ole Miss team, and they were really down. And they got the same players. He brought life and energy, and really they had a chance to win. And really, you can even go back earlier in the year when they played A&M. It went down to the very end. So he's doing wonderful things. Very proud of Hugh.
He left you a nice little package of guys to work with, didn't he?
He sure did.
At Arkansas State.
He left me some good players, and I tell you what, they recruited some guys of character, some men of character that I got a chance to take over, and so been a true blessing for me.
The one thing that LSU doesn't deal with is loft. You know what loft is? Lack of freaking talent. They don't have that
I'll
problem.
second that one.
Yeah, they don't have that problem in any way, shape, or form. So let's talk expectation level when it comes to the Arkansas Razorbacks. Obviously, Bobby Petrino had brought that program to national prominence, not just within the conference. As we take a look at how this program started out, a lot of off-season turmoil. John L. Smith takes over, started out 1-4, had a bit of a mid-season resurgence. All right, 2 or more turnovers in 10 of 11 games. You know that will kill you. -17 turnover margin. You know what? When you're doing that, it doesn't matter who's coaching the football team because you're not going to win a lot of football games. You hear a lot of mixed feelings about this program and what the expectation level should be and what it actually is. So we can't go to anybody but you, Coach Malzahn, right here. You're an Arkansas native. Yeah. You know this program. You've coached at this program. Quick fix?
I tell you what, they got great fans. They got great facilities, and they just need a big-time national recruiter, and I think it could be a quick fix.
Is recruiting the biggest key in this job?
Yeah, I think so. Being in that state, the location compared to the Alabamas and the Floridas and all that, I think recruiting is the key.
All right, Kevin?
You know what? I think they're a quick fix just because when you look at the talent that they have there and you look at Bobby Petrino being there and Bobby Petrino not being there, there was a profound difference just in coaching. And the facilities, the players, everything's there. They're a quick fix.
They're a quick fix for me because of how the program right now is perceived. This thing is perceived by players differently now than it was 5 years ago.
I was going to say the exact same thing. To me, it's just perception. I can't quantify it, but the reality is I think it's a quick fix because of what they've accomplished and the ups and downs of this year. I think people would let that go a little bit and say, hey, Arkansas is still a good place and they can compete.
Roster's good.
We've got just a couple of days left in the football season, and I think most people are focused on the coaching search and not on the rest of the season. People want to forget, they want to move on. Now, there's a whole element of the seniors and the respect of this football team and the guys that have put a lot in and sacrificed, the coaches included in all this. There's that element. And this is the seniors' last day at home. But I get it. Everybody's moved on to hiring a new coach.
While many fans of Arkansas football might have moved on, the players and coaches are still fully engaged. Only 3 days remain to prepare for 7th-ranked LSU.
All right, you can't stop when you see a blocker. You got to run through the guy. Like I tell you, if you're the ball carrier and this dude's the blocker, I'm going through this cat to that cat.
You stemmed way down inside and went from having the safety inside you to having him outside, which is why we didn't throw the ball on 41C Mayday.
Here's the field, all right, are set with the back into the boundary. And we know that the back's into the boundary.
As the players study the details of their final game plan for the year, across campus, the cheerleaders are also preparing. In a difficult season of ups and downs, freshman Patience Beard has been a constant inspiration. She had been born with proximal femoral focal deficiency of the left leg, or PFFD, a rare birth defect that often leads to a deformed hip and a shortened leg. When Patience was 8 months old, her parents had to make a decision: subject their daughter to years of painful operations that might not result in her legs being the same length, or amputate her left foot so she could wear a prosthesis. They decided on the amputation. 2 months later, she was fitted with her first artificial leg, and she hasn't slowed down since.
I was kind of crazy, like growing up, I'd like climb the side of the walls, like beside the, like the door frames, and people would come over and be like, what is she doing? Like, I started gymnastics when I was 4, and all the kids in there were like, whoa, how do you do that? And I never knew how to answer because, I just had always done, everything.
She played tennis and t-ball and learned to skateboard and snowboard, but her real passion was cheerleading.
My name's Patience Beard, and I cheer at Texas High School. Becoming a University of Arkansas cheerleader has always been a goal of mine, and it would also give me the opportunity to be an inspiration to kids just like me.
Of the 35 freshmen that tried out for the Arkansas squad, only 8 made it, and Patience was one of them.
Well, I cried for sure because I was so excited and saw the list, and I just started tearing up, and I was, called my parents and told them, and of course they started crying.
You have your ups and downs every single day as an athlete, as a cheerleader, and to deal with that and kind of overcome that, it's a tremendous hurdle and something I respect greatly.
I think about her and think about the courage that it takes for her to know that when she gets out there on that field, everybody's noticing her, and it just doesn't stop her. She's fully embraced life. She's a pretty remarkable little girl.
One practice remains in the Razorback season, and while perfection is typically left until Thursday, this week it's come 24 hours early.
As you're losing, you start to build your character. And when things go wrong, you just keep fighting. Try to figure out the ways to make plays. Get your teammates excited. I think the senior group is doing a good job of doing that, and we're just trying to hold on and just finish the season as strong as we can.
On Thanksgiving Eve, the team gathers for one last night of food and fun.
Your son witness you getting a beat real quick. Yeah, baby. It's like that. Let's go. It's like that. Come on, yeah. Hey, you about to get whooped too. Here, come, baby. See ya. Go.
It would seem as though Arkansas faces their toughest competition in 2 days. But when it comes to bowling, they might have met their match.
I'm the best bowler. I'm the best bowler. I'm finished. Hold on, that warm up though. That's too much weightlifting though.
But this game's not about power. It's about finesse.
You ain't gonna hit all three.
As my career at Arkansas comes to a close, I'm just so thankful for the ability to come out and play in front of all these fans that are just so rabid and excited about the Razorbacks.
Me being from Arkansas, I'm just thankful for representing the Arkansas Razorbacks. That's definitely something I'd be able to cherish forever.
I'm thankful for the guys I met. They become not only teammates but brothers, and I'm just blessed to live out the dream of playing the SEC that most kids have growing up.
As my career wraps up for Arkansas, I'm most thankful for being able to come to this great state, play for this great team. All these opportunities, places I've gotten to go, things I've gotten to do. It's just been a great experience all around.
I'm thankful for getting the chance to wear that Razorback helmet, and for all the friends that I've met over the years, all the hard work that we put in, all the things that we've accomplished. Just the greatest 4 years of my life.
Thanksgiving dinner with the extended family takes on a whole new meaning for a college football player. For the upperclassmen, the holiday routine is normal.
When you hear the first year, you go, I used to be with my immediate family. It's kind of different. I wish we had Thanksgiving, but it feels like a family atmosphere there.
It's a great blessing to be here and have this kind of food.
We did Thanksgiving at my grandparents' house, and my grandma did all the cooking. I'd say my favorite part about it would be her German chocolate cake. She makes awesome cake.
I miss Mom's yams. That's one thing that she always made good yams.
With no bowl game, this will be the last holiday these Razorbacks share as a team.
I know this is going to be the last one with these guys that I've grown up with, that I've become brothers with. It's going to be bittersweet, doing it for the last time.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. One thing you should do, every one of you, get on that phone tonight and call your mom and dad, or call your grandma and grandpa, or call your high school coach. Call people that helped you get where you're at right now and tell them thanks. Just be thankful for what you got. We all got that? Yes, sir. We got about 24 hours left to be together. Let's make it upbeat, let's make it excited, and let's go for it.
It's the last walkthrough. Last time we get to kind of prepare, get focused in. Let's go do this thing. Let's go. Win on three, win on three. 1, 2, 3, win.
Go through this thing, great focus, great intensity, and understand it, and go it, and get your rep. All right, no matter what happens. We all got that? So let's do that. Let's just lay it all on the line and let the chips fall and see what happens.
The season's final walkthrough for Tyler Wilson and his fellow seniors will most likely be the last one for John L. Smith as well. But during a week to reflect on the things that matter most, the 64-year-old head coach has no regrets.
People say that, well, what about the fans? And the season hasn't been all that good. And I'm thankful for these fans. They have been awesome. This place has been the best I've ever been. For every bad email I get, I'll get 100 good ones. The people here have been nothing but supportive. I'm thankful for having the opportunity to be here. I'm thankful for this football team. I'm thankful for the way that they've accepted us, the situation, battled through it, gone to the field every day. So I'm thankful for being involved with that. I guess there's a lot of thanks to go around.
For the final time in the 2012 season, we greet you from Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium as we near the kickoff between the Razorbacks and the Tigers. Keith, it is senior day. We'll play for the final time in Razorback Stadium today. I guess the question is, how far can the Magic take you?
you're going out there and saying,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we've got to play
today's game
together
marks
one
the
more
final
time.
home appearance for 23
like
Razorback
running out on that field with
a
those
wide
guys
receiver
you
from
played for
Texarkana,
4 or
Texas,
5
number
years
11,
with.
Kobe Hamilton. And now a quarterback from Greenwood, Arkansas, number 8, Tyler Wilson.
There is certainly the air of goodbye today as well surrounding the football game. We expect this will be John L. Smith's last game as the Razorback head coach.
Nice job. You dealt tough cards. You dealt tough cards, and you go in there and you do a great job.
Keep battling.
Hey, any way I can help,
I'll do it. Thanks, Les.
There is the sense, Keith, that one era is ending while everyone waits with great anticipation for the beginning of the next one.
No question. But there's one thing to get done, and that's this football game. And if you're a senior, you go, man, I know we want to go out on a good note, and this would be that game, upsetting LSU.
This is it, baby. This is it. 4 quarters, play it all on the line. No regrets, baby. All day, baby. All day. Get that boot back, baby. Boot back on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boot back. Hey.
Razorback fans, here they are, your 2012 Razorback seniors.
As we get set for the Napa Auto Parts opening kickoff. Napa know-how. This one takes a bounce and is picked up inside the 5-yard line. And there is room to run against the Tiger special teams. So Arkansas with a quick first down on a couple of passes to Hamilton. Wilson looking left, throws it short. It's caught near the line of scrimmage, and breaking tackles is Dennis Johnson. And try to pull off the upset. Right now the Razorbacks in their first possession have thrown the ball short, but effectively against LSU. Here's a catch, and one defender is juked. And it is Mikhail McKay, the Frenchman, who has made his 20th catch, and he spun away from the...
Tyler Wilson again, taking what the defense gives him. He knows he's got plenty of cushion on his wide receivers. He checks it down, throws it there, picks up good yards.
Game for Arkansas. Davis in motion to the right side. Wilson looking, and now will run. He's inside the 10, and he takes himself out of bounds. Into decent gains after the reception. Wilson fakes and rolls right. He throws, and he's got Johnson, who makes a man miss. There's a loose football, and it is recovered by the Tigers at the 1-yard line.
What a break. LSU gets the big turnover. Yeah, it looked like Dennis Johnson was going to go ahead in and score.
The Razorbacks load up for the run, and there is no place to go on the right side for LSU. Second and 11, and Mettenberger will throw for the first time. He looks, he fires, and that's incomplete. Ware had it and then was knocked down hard at the 40. There was no opportunity for him to catch the ball after the blow.
Spencer Ware is running across, and he doesn't see it. LSU thought they were in man-to-man and thought maybe they had Spencer Ware underneath it, and it was not there. It was a good play.
Not a receiver in America could have held on to that ball.
Defender sitting out there.
Mettenberger is pressured, and down he goes. That is sack number 29.
They lead the SEC. They do a good job of really turning the football over.
In those major categories, LSU nationally is 8th or better. Wilson will throw. Looks short. Has a man. That's Johnson. Johnson fakes to the middle. Now is cut off, trying to reverse, and gains a little bit of yardage. This is a tough guy to bring down, and the Tigers finally gang tackle him after he crosses over. Per strike this year, he's had one blocked. He angles it to the left side. Beckham Jr. lets the ball bounce, and it goes out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. That was done extraordinarily well by Dylan Breeding. Hands off. Arkansas with a nice running play from deep in its own territory.
That's going to be Niall Davis getting the hand off.
Arkansas has had 18 fourth down tries against it, and 11 of them have been successful. Ware is the quarterback now. Ford is in the backfield. The toss to Ford, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. So the toss sweep right, lost yardage on fourth down. Arkansas takes over on downs. Mettenberger takes a shot to the end zone, and it is incomplete, or is it not?
They're going to give him a catch.
Oh, my goodness! goodness, a spinning one-handed catch at the back of the end zone. And it looked like it was on the hands of Jarvis Landry.
I think it's a catch. The question is, did he land in bounds at all?
My goodness, the athleticism and the sticky hand, not hands, but one hand as he spins to the outside, and that looks like a touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like he got the right knee down before he landed, so it's going to be a touchdown.
An incredible catch that is being reviewed.
Watch the right leg. See the right knee right there? I think that's a touchdown.
Jarvis Landry. Well, Tyler Wilson will go to work. Here's Hamilton. He had a couple of catches early, and he pulls away from one tackle, steps out of another tackle, and Arkansas is a first down near the 43-yard line in the course of the year. Smith had one in the first half. Mettenberger steps up, has time, and his arm is hit as he throws, and that one wobbles out incomplete. It looked like he was going to try to get it to Beckham, and LSU's offense goes no. And it fumbled away. The throw goes to the outside. It's good for 8 or 9. And Wilson threw 22 times in the first half. He completed 13 with one interception, and he's got an unguarded Dennis Johnson coming out of the backfield. Simon bumps him out of bounds, but Arkansas is moving the ball just as it did with its first possession before that one came up sour.
And you have a play like Tyler Wilson, there's always a chance your offense can get the big play because he's got the big arm.
Wilson threw for 115 yards in the first half. He has averaged nearly 300 yards a game throwing this year, and he's thrown for more than 3,000 yards coming into week number 12. Finished him off third and long. Wilson sets, pumps, slings it, and that is caught. A whale of a catch by the leading receiver for Arkansas, Kobe Hamilton.
But Kobe Hamilton does a good job of reaching out and catching this football with his hands.
First down. Wilson lofts it deep. Caught for touchdown.
That's going to be, well, this is one where the defensive back has really got to turn around. That's Jalen Collins. He has to turn around quicker. He's got to get his head around quicker to find the football. And he's got to have closer contact with the wide receiver. He's really too far away from the receiver. That's why they're able to complete the football.
On the right side.
I think what you want to do is look to the left. You see that Adrian Boone's over there saying, hey, look, I got something going over here.
Dixon is out in the pattern, and they are looking for him, but Mettenberger is overturned from behind, and Chris Smith, who is the leading sack maker for the Razorbacks, gets his 10th of the season. He's had 2 this afternoon for Arkansas with 79 coming into the game. Ware now will try it on the ground, and he runs into a stone wall short of midfield. Tyler Wilson will throw. He zings it out to Davis. He turns the corner, stays in bounds, and gets some more out of it. This Arkansas offense now is starting to believe in itself. Jalen Mills finally made the stop, but Arkansas works for yardage. Well, Davis does an excellent job.
This is a great time if you want to take a shot downfield because you got man-to-man coverage at the top.
Play action, the lob pass, it's caught. Arkansas has first and goal. Makes his 8th catch, and Arkansas rolls the dice.
The time to make the adjustment, and Arkansas did. They brought additional players in, and LSU couldn't adjust to it.
Wilson throws to an open receiver in the corner who went out of bounds just prior to stepping. Will attempt his second field goal, and he is good with it. So after Zach Hocker missed a couple of first-half field goals, John Henson has come on to hit 2. The Tigers have the northerly breeze at their backs here in the fourth quarter. And Arkansas has learned how to defend the run against LSU. It's a pretty good run defense team anyway. The Tigers have been unable to throw the ball against Ware goes out for the pass. Mettenberger is stripped of the football. Arkansas has it. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. And Arkansas has done a very nice job of defending 10 to do it.
It's the perfect time to throw a screen pass if you got one in your game plan.
Instead, Arkansas overwhelms Zach Mettenberger, who couldn't find an open player. He held that ball a long time, and finally, the offensive coverage broke down with Trey Flowers getting credit for the sack. Make sure that if Arkansas gets the ball back, it's in a desperate situation. Here is Spencer Ware. He's running hard and is clotheslined at the 34-yard line.
As far as he's concerned, and they're going to pull out all the stops now.
That throw is batted down.
It's a forward pass. It's an incomplete pass. LSU trying to get that bubble screen out there to Landry and Arkansas.
And Jeremy Hill is tackled behind the line of scrimmage by DeQuinta Jones. Jones is that play. Arkansas was ready for the toss dive, and Hill just ran it to the middle of the field. And this is going to be Drew Armand kicks it, and it is good. So the Tigers get points.
Or you take a completion, try to get yourself closer to the end zone.
Over the middle, the pass is caught. Inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Horton, 27 yards the pickup.
They're going to clock it, and they're going to get one shot at the end zone.
Which direction do you go if you're Tyler Wilson?
Your two big receivers are Mikhail McKay and Brandon Mitchell. Your go-to guy has been Kobe Mitchell the whole time.
Wilson, his last throw as a quarterback at Arkansas, incomplete. And the LSU Tigers have defeated the Arkansas Razorbacks. Mikhail McKay was the intended receiver.
As the team takes the field in the red uniforms that the seniors have chosen, the first quarter begins like many other Arkansas games this season. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. In a display representative of their season, the Hogs squander an opportunity with a mistake.
Play fake to Wingo. Wilson's going to throw, rolling out, complete to Johnson. Dennis cuts back at the 5, fights for the goal line, ball's on the ground, and LSU's got it. He fumbled the ball at the 1-yard line, and the first turnover, and that has been what's bitten Arkansas. The first turnover goes to LSU.
On Arkansas's second drive, it takes only 1 down to hand the ball back to the Tigers.
First down, Hogs rolling right. Wilson's going to throw deep down the sideline. It's intercepted by Simon, and the turnover bug bites again.
In the second quarter, with the score 3-0, junior kicker Zach Hocker is called upon to finally get the Razorbacks on the board.
Good snap. Beaner gets it down. The kick's on the way. Didn't hit it real well, and it's no good.
This time, the 7th-ranked team in the country is able to convert an Arkansas miscue into a touchdown.
Deep down the middle of the field, wants Landry in the back of the end zone. He makes a one-handed grab, got a foot down, and that's a touchdown for LSU.
On the Razorbacks' last drive of the half, Hocker is given another chance to break the shutout.
This one to make it a 7-point ball game with 8 seconds to go in the half. The holder's Brian Beaner. Good snap, snaps down. Kick's got plenty of distance, and it is no good. And Arkansas is still blanked on the scoreboard. It is 10-0, and we have come to the end of the first half.
The Hogs switch kickers at the half, then trade an early field goal for a touchdown and trail 17-3. But like so many times since he arrived in Fayetteville, Tyler Wilson remains patient. And like so many times before, he is able to make a pass few can to secure the Hogs' first touchdown.
Wilson's gonna throw on second down, deep down the left sideline. He wants it all. That pass is complete. Touchdown, Arkansas. Mikel McKay, 28 yards. And just like that, the Hogs answer.
Led by junior Chris Smith and the D-line, Arkansas's defense continues to hold the Tigers in check.
Mettenberger back to throw, looks down the middle. The Hogs get him from behind. Chris Smith
to give the offense another chance to score.
Tyler's going to throw, play fake. Williams out of the backfield, complete at the 30. Jonathan through the 20. Williams all the way down to the LSU 10-yard line, and now the Hogs are knocking at the door. Tyler's going to throw to his right. He's got a man wide open at the pylon. That is Hamilton, and he's out of bounds inside the 1. Wilson, play fake, rolling to his right, fires to the goal line, wanted Morgan Linton, incomplete. Now it's third goal. Tate in motion across the formation, quarterback sneak, Tyler fighting to get in, no gain on the play, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
After 3 downs of goal line frustration, and with just over 12 minutes left in the game, John L. Smith makes the conservative call and brings in the kicking team rather than going for a possible tie.
It seems as though every season, regardless of the record, when Arkansas and LSU get together, it's a heck of a football game.
With just 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining in the college careers of Tyler Wilson, Kobe Hamilton, and the other 21 Arkansas seniors, the Hogs trail by 7. Wilson navigates his team 60 yards and into position to make one final throw to tie the game.
Seconds to go, empty set. Tyler gets the shotgun snap, wants to throw, looking to run, firing into the corner of the end zone, incomplete. The clock hits 0, and this football game is over. The season ends with an incompletion into the right corner of the end zone.
Once again, like much of this strange and disappointing season, the Razorbacks leave the field in defeat. Tyler Wilson has still managed a remarkable year, despite missing a game and a half due to injury. He finishes his career as the all-time leading passer in Arkansas history with 7,765 yards. The day after losing his 8th game of the season, it's announced that John L. Smith will not return as head coach of the Razorbacks. A season so rich with promise just 3 months earlier is finally over. But it wasn't just wins and losses that compelled some to return for one more year, or others to change the direction of their careers. It was the opportunity to pursue greatness, and whether attained or not, to know you did so with your brothers. For every member of the Arkansas program, that is the victory they can take from this season.
Blood, sweat, and tears of it all. It's special, and football's something that brings guys together, and I think that's why it's one of the greatest games. And it'll be something that I remember forever, and it's a unique opportunity that not a whole lot of people get to experience.
They could have folded their tent early on, and they did not do that. They hung in there, they battled all year long, they made the transition, and so the future's going to be bright. We're going to, whoever it is that comes in, and these guys will be here to continue the fight.